Welcome to our midweek meditation as we continue to journey through this season of Advent. This week we are blessed to have a guest speaker share with us. Heidi Barr is a member of Chisago Lake Lutheran Church, and she's also a writer and author, and she'll be sharing a bit from her book Woodland Manitou, really rooted in this idea of waiting as we find ourselves in this season of Advent and waiting for a lot right now especially. I share with you a brief prayer thought on joy, which is the piece that we are lighting around the Advent wreath this week as we continue this journey. Light one candle for joy. Because the world is broken and the wait is long, but our joy cannot be contained. Like a toddler toppling the thrones of power with a gleeful swipe, joy pierces our silence with song, interrupts our sighing with laughter, unshackles our fumbling feet to dance. My soul magnifies the Lord, she whispers, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior. So light one candle, because it only takes one. Christ is with us.
Active waiting. It's mid-December. Right now the temperature outside is about 40 degrees. The lake iced up at the end of November like usual, and then it rained and the ice melted. Every day it seems the sky is gray and heavy with rain, and the ground is soggy. I've seen 3 mosquitoes in the last week. Our seasonal stream, the one that only runs during the spring melt, is freely flowing. The geese are still here. The silver maple looks like it wants to bud, and we hope it doesn't. I could go out to the garden and plant more garlic if I wanted to, since the ground is no longer frozen. Our skis are in storage, and it's hard to believe that Christmas is next week. We're waiting for the cold and snow that illustrate the Christmas season we're used to. When you look at what's going on in the world, it seems to be crumbling or spinning out of control, or making progress depending on what you value. Politics seem more like a comedy show every time you turn on the news. World leaders still get together behind closed doors to decide the fates of Indigenous people, and the loudest voice gets to make the decision at the end of the day. Seems hopeless, right? It's easy to get sucked into thinking that nothing will ever change, that it's all for show. World leaders can talk and agree on things until the cows come home, and the cows might never show up. We the people might say we want to contribute to the healing of the world, but then it gets hard, and it's easy to just keep doing what we're used to doing. Activism and protests and chaining ourselves to trees will buy us time, but the most seasoned environmentalists know that it's not enough. It's never enough. And right now, in the midst of all the chaos that is spread to the 4 corners of the earth, it's also Advent, the Christian season of waiting. And it certainly feels like we're waiting, regardless of our religious inclinations. Waiting for something to shift, for someone to pass the bill that will make our lives better. Waiting for the other shoe to drop. Waiting for mom to get through treatment, for dad to agree to be moved into assisted living. Waiting for that big presentation to be over, for vacation to finally arrive. Waiting for everyone who doesn't agree with our point of view to finally see the light. We don't have to wait in despair, however. We don't have to wait for someone to swoop in and save us. We don't have to let the unknowns and the violence and the desecration of our lands plunge us into doing nothing and wringing our hands while we wait. We can be active in our waiting. We can control how we respond to the choices of others we don't agree with, and we can make the choices in our own lives that align with the truths that matter to us. We can stop interacting with messages of hate, and we can start seeing opportunities for healing, no matter where our gaze might fall. We can wait and feel annoyed about how long it's taking, or we can use that time of waiting to reflect on whatever beauty can be found in the people or the creatures or the natural spaces with whom we're sharing space. So even while the climate changes and we wait for things to get back to normal in a world that has stretched normal to its limits, and while we hope for change that may or may not come, we don't have to be stagnant. We can be active in our waiting. We can practice peace, we can be the light, and we can see the beauty and good tidings, even while mosquitoes hatch in December and Santa has to travel by boat.
In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow. In